So we are Sylvatica Forest Farm. We are a model for organic diversified farms in the region and a hub to educate the local and regional community about the importance of healthy food, herbal remedies, and climate resilience solutions for small-scale farms. Our farming practices are rooted in whole ecosystem health, land regeneration, and stewardship within a long-term conservation mindset.
The problem that here in Eastern Kentucky, we live in a food desert. It's really, really hard to find quality, high nutrition, organic food at a grocery store. According to a study done in 2021 by Feeding America, over 1 in 5 people are food insecure in Eastern Kentucky. And our farm is located in Rockcastle County, one of the most distressed counties in the country. And we would like to be a part of the solution towards building food resiliency here in Eastern Kentucky.
Our business is growing edible and functional mushrooms, and these can be sold fresh for consumption or turned into value-added products like medicinal extracts and products. Last year, we got approved to the federal solar grant program. So in a couple weeks here, we're going to be installing a 10-kilowatt solar system that will power our mushroom facility and offset the entire farm. We are firm believers that mushrooms are our primary source of nutrition and also health. And we feel like the Western culture is finally catching up to these benefits that mushrooms can offer us. Our products are mushrooms, obviously, and we combine traditional ecological knowledge with technology to grow these mushrooms. And we offer fresh and dried mushrooms as well as value-added products like this hot mushroom cocoa that you see here. But most important, more than producing a product to be consumed, we offer education. So we teach folks like you all to grow your own mushrooms in your own backyard so that you can feed your own families. And yes. Sorry? You go.
About 90% of our sales are local in Kentucky here, 10% national. I think the real essence of the target market is that when we speak to a lot of people, and when they learn that we're farming, and when they learn that we're farming mushrooms, they get extremely excited and want to talk for hours about this. Essentially, our target market is anyone that's curious about mushrooms, that knows the health benefits that we're just now finding out, chefs, restaurants, people that want to support organic food and local businesses. And here are some of our local competitors. As you'll see, none are providing education, which is a key component of our business, and none are growing these mushrooms from solar power, renewable energy. So we think this really sets us apart.
What makes us stand out is that we are not just a farm that produces a produce. We are creating a model for other small-scale farms in the region to create climate-smart solutions. And like using renewable energy, like the power of the sun, to grow our mushrooms that are very nutritious. And a byproduct of that is a substrate that we turn into very rich compost that then we add onto our garden to produce vegetables that also offer nutrition to our community. So we utilize a whole systems design so that we can take advantage of all the elements of our production and produce less waste.
Here's some of the traction that we've been seeing over the last several years. In 2017, we started growing mushrooms outdoors, followed by 4 to 5 years of market research. We formally launched the LLC, which is the farm, in 2021. We launched our website in 2022. Last year, we built the indoor mushroom production facility, which is a huge step for us. And this year, 2024, we're asking for funding. As you'll see, we sold just under 1,200 pounds of mushrooms in 2022, followed by over 1,800 pounds in 2023, which is a 65% increase year-to-year revenue. And then here's just a basic pie chart of our gross revenue last year. As you'll see, mushrooms is almost 40% of that.
And this is us, our team. We're both nature lovers, mycology enthusiasts, Michael's an arborist and a landscape designer, as well as a citizen meteorologist and an entrepreneur. I am a certified herbalist, a designer, an artist, and also an entrepreneur.
The ask. So we're working backwards from phase one, which is completed. That is the grow room. That lets us create the environment for mushrooms like these lion's mane you see here to grow. We're seeing sales from that already. Here's a specific list of purchase equipment that we need to complete phase two, which is enabling us to cut costs vastly by creating our own substrate, which is the material that the mushrooms grow on. We're going to be doing that in-house in phase two. And then phase three will actually enable us to propagate mushrooms from the wild and potentially create new strains of edible mushrooms.
And the reason why we should win is because we believe one of the most important things in life, or the three most important things in life, are food and nutrition that keeps us sustained, preventative medicine, which helps our health in the long term, and producers that produce these things ethically so that we can reassure sustainable for our future. We believe the local small-scale farms can be a direct solution for food insecurity, health, and potentially climate change.
And we're part of a movement of young farmers in this country, which is needed. We need to build food resiliency. All of the farmers can't be 55 years and older. We've got to start farming young.
Thank you.
Great presentation, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Could you elaborate on, do you sell nationally online, or is it a regional sales? How big is your network?
90% of our sales are regional in Kentucky, and 10% is national-wide. So we ship products all over the country, but not international market yet.
Right, we have the ability to ship nationally. We've intentionally been growing slow because it's just us two. We haven't been able to hire employees yet. We don't want this to get out of our hands. We want to make the highest quality products we can. So for that reason, we're going very slow. Mm-hmm.
Again, I might get booed. I'm not a mushroom fan
Yeah.
eating wise, but what brought mushrooms? Where was that idea? Did the passion of your alls come together and think, let's mushroom? I'm just curious personally why.
Well, when we moved to Kentucky, we learned that there was the perfect climate outdoors for growing mushrooms. So that was sort of the gateway. I've heard a lot of people say exactly what you just said and then try our outdoor grown shiitakes, maybe beer battered with some remoulade, and entirely change their mind because they've never had these types of mushrooms, right? They've had slimy button mushrooms from Walmart, right? So yeah, I hope you can try one. Yeah.
And the popularity of mushrooms has grown incredibly in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how you have funded the business up to this point?
How we funded the business? Well, we started with nothing and actually built our own log cabin over 5 years, which was the precursor to starting the farm. So it's been literally from nothing to what here we are. Personal savings, again, building slow, sometimes having to pause while we can get to the next step. It's really sort of a rags to riches story, yeah.
Great, thank you.